Back down at Crary Park, and quite a week for you guys last week, wasn't it?
Yes, it was very eventful last week. So it was our second week of shows, and I guess the bigger story of the two would be Canada Day because we walked into that day thinking that we would have one of our regular shows, but Mother Nature had something else in mind for us. So I'm sure many of you heard that that show was canceled quite at the last minute, and yeah, it was like I said, a bit more eventful than we expected it to be.
Down here during the day, the weather was holding up fine. The performers were on the stage, everyone was enjoying themselves, the food vendors were out, and then it just kind of came in. I don't want to say out of nowhere because it was sort of foreshadowed that we might get it, but it blew in very quick. And you guys had to take cover very fast and then make some decisions very fast of what to do that night.
Yes, yeah, that's actually quite a good description of how things went. When we arrived, it was overcast, and we sort of knew that there were thunderstorms anticipated at some point during the day, but the percentage of probability was quite low. I would say like 40%. And so we sort of proceeded as we normally would because we do have a pretty standard rain or shine policy. The only time we cancel is for severe weather. But at 6 o'clock, just before 6 o'clock, we received a notification on our phone about a severe thunderstorm alert, which is something that we pay very close attention to. So when that alert happened, the teams involved with making those decisions kind of gathered to stand by and see how the night would go. And quite quickly after that, all of a sudden the sky was dark gray and the winds picked up so strong and so suddenly that all of our stuff started flying around the park. So tents were flying, the chairs were spun around. It was a really strong, intense wind. And so that was the beginning of the thunderstorm that came through.
Equipment safety, people safety, all that comes into effect. And you guys have a 7:55 cancellation policy, but this time you had to make the call ahead of time just to be prepared.
Yes, we did, and that is unusual for us. So that just goes to show you how strong that storm was and how unpredictable the rest of the weather forecast was for the remainder of the evening. Because normally, what's typical is that a thunderstorm kind of happens and then it's over, but the forecast for the rest of the evening looked like something else could happen, and we just couldn't risk it. So what happens in situations like that is a member from the City of Peterborough team, our events manager, and our sound crew get together to discuss the potential threats involved and what had happened here on Canada Day. The stage was very wet, the equipment was wet, and they deemed it unsafe to proceed. So that's why the decision was made earlier than our 7:55 policy, because at that time, which was somewhere between 6:30 and 7, it was already deemed unsafe, and an hour is not enough time to make it safe.
And for people wondering, the fireworks, that was part of the City of Peterborough, so nothing to do with Peterborough Musicfest, but they have said they will reschedule those for later on in the summer. As far as Neon Nostalgic goes, for anyone asking, where does that leave them for the summer?
It unfortunately leaves them without having a performance here at Peterborough Musicfest, which is really kind of sad. We were really looking forward to having them, and the band was so disappointed. I mean, they totally understood. They would, of course, not want to perform on a stage that was unsafe, but they were disappointed that they couldn't perform for a crowd that enjoyed them so much last time.
So that was Canada Day. Moving on, Saturday, the Good Lovelies come in. Just an incredible show, a great crowd, and people were waiting all week for that performance.
Oh, they were so great. So the trio of women that make up the Good Lovelies are just such incredible performers. Their voices, like they sing these beautiful harmonies, and the park was had really good attendance, and I think everyone who attended was really into listening to them perform because they were captivated. It was yeah, the weather held out for us, even though the afternoon looked like we may have had a reoccurrence of Canada Day, but the weather cleared, and it was just such a beautiful night in the park.
So ending the week on a high note, literally, and then starting this week with another two big performances coming up. And let's start with Wednesday.
Oh, yes. On Wednesday, we have Sass Jordan coming back. I know she is a favorite amongst Peterborough rock fans. She's been on our stage twice before, in 2000 and 2015, and I know she's really looking forward to coming back playing here in Peterborough again. So, her really, she just has this incredible powerhouse voice, loud and strong, and just like heavy guitars. So it's going to be a really great night to be in the park.
And a few days later on Saturday, another big show.
Lighthouse. If you don't know the band by name, you will absolutely know their songs like "One Fine Morning" and "Sunny Days." They formed, I think, in 1969, so most of their hits were in the 70s, but their songs still get airplay because they are classics. The band is quite large. I think there are 12 members in Lighthouse. So you have your like brass, you have your guitars, you have your vocals. I think it's just going to be one of those great sing along nights at the park.
That's the main stage. We also have the side stage. A lot of people still talking about the performance by Ty Wilson last week, and you've got another great act coming up this week.
Yes, actually, we have two performers on the Future Sound Series. So on the Sass Jordan evening, so that's Wednesday night, we have Lotsy performing. She just recently had a name change from Sarah Jane Riley to Lotsy, so you may be familiar with her music from her previous stage name. Her music is very sort of like art pop. I would put her somewhere between like an early Debbie Harry / Lena Lovitch type sound. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would say be here for 6:30 on Wednesday to give her a listen. And then we have Carling Stephen opening for Lighthouse, who is here, and you'll be speaking with her momentarily. Beautiful voice. Definitely, you don't want to miss her either.
So Musicfest rolling on. We talked with Raph about the acts coming up this week, and on the side stage, Carling Stephen, and you must be pretty excited because being from around in this area, Musicfest is a part of all of our lives growing up.
Oh yeah, Musicfest has been a part of my life. It has been inspiring and a great place to come and meet people, and kids can be kids, and teens can do their teen thing. No, it's lovely. It's been such a wonderful event for Peterborough all this time. Yeah.
And do you remember coming down here? Is there any acts that stand out that you remember seeing? Like, I know for me, when Kiefer Sutherland was here, I remember meeting him at the side, and that's always something whenever I think of Musicfest, I think of Kiefer, who you don't really associate with music, but in terms of on the stage, he was that night, absolutely, and is for sure. But is there a particular moment or an act or anything that you remember that you associate with Musicfest?
I was trying to think of who really stood out. I've been to dozens of these, but all I could think of was the Nylons from the 90s. And I played here with Bo Dixon. I backed up Bo Dixon last summer. It was a wonderful night at the park. No, there have been some really monumental acts that have come in, but all I can think of is the songs I'm about to play. I'm really looking forward to getting some really good songs played and connecting with the audience and having my little spot. I'm so excited. Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity.
And for anyone who hasn't seen your work, hasn't heard your music, and is just curious, what can they expect from you on the side stage this weekend?
I add a little jazz to everything I do. I will be focusing on some of my favorite blues tunes. I've got some R&B of today and yesterday, like some 70s things. I've got some rock, some alt rock. I grew up with The Wolf and, the oldies stations on the radio, so I am a fan of those. Maybe throw in a little Nickelback, 3 Days Grace, give the people something they want, some Blind Melon, just my favorite tunes. I'm so excited. I'm going to be playing them on the uke and just enjoying myself. I'm going to have a blast. I hope everyone else does too.
You mentioned you were on the stage last year with Bo Dixon, another great local talent. And this time, though, all the attention's going to be on you at 6:30. So that must just feel a little bit more special that the people who have arrived at that time, they're all coming to watch Carling Stephen.
Bring it on. I'm really looking forward to it. Even if they're just passing by, getting to their place, I'm just looking forward to being part of the event and part of the joy of Musicfest and bringing music to people who just want to be entertained. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't tell you. I'm just going crazy. I can't wait.
I can feel the excitement. The energy is here for sure. Friends, family, are you expecting a bit of a bigger crowd that are here to support you?
Yeah, I'm going to have a whole crowd of some hooligans and some lovely music enjoying people. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, my friends, family. Yeah, I'm going to have some people coming out.
And you're pretty busy. You're performing a lot in the area. What do you got going on this summer aside from this show at Musicfest?
I've been looking forward to this one for months. I'm really excited for this Musicfest spot. I also am looking forward to being at the Lakefield Jazz Festival that afternoon. We've got going to have a whole band to do our spot at the Lakefield Jazz. I've got Beechwood Resort on Monday evening with Halliburton guitarist Nicholas Russell. It's going to be just a beautiful, chill evening. Yeah, and the Black Horse every Thursday night. I mean, it's a free show. It's so much fun. Full band. There's dancing. Just it's like a little 20s kind of party, and then we've got Latin songs that we play, old folk stuff. It's not just jazz. It's so much more. It's just enjoyable music that brings the joy out in people. We're so lucky to have such a supportive community. People really come out and love live music. I'm so thankful for everybody that makes it a part of their week. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Supportive community, but also a talented community with musicians like yourself. And I know for you, social media is a big part of getting your name out there. You'll put some of your songs out, or you'll test the waters with some new things. So where can people find you? Where do you direct them? Is there a particular social media channel or website, or where do you like to send people when they want to find more about you?
Well, thank you. I mean, carlingstephenmusic.com is good. I am probably more active on Facebook, Carling Stephen Music, or even my personal Carling K. Stephen. I'm a person that welcomes people into the bowl. Instagram, I think I'm Carling K. Stephen on that one. Yeah, I mean, I just invite anyone to reach out. Heck, I'll give you my cell phone number. Like, just be part of the things I love, and I welcome everybody. Yeah, it's just come on, just reach out.
I can feel the energy, like I said earlier, and I think you brought a little something here with you. Can maybe we see a little sample of what's coming up?
I'd love to. The chance to sing for you, of course. All right, here we go. We got some Marvin Gaye for you. I'll start us off. I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long, yeah. And if you feel like I feel, baby, come on, yeah, come on. Ooh, let's get it on, yeah, baby, let's get it on. Oh, sugar baby, yeah, we're all sensitive people with so much to give. Understanding, sugar, since we've got to be here, let's live. I love you. There's nothing wrong with me loving you, baby, now. And giving yourself to me can never be wrong. Yeah, if your love is true, oh baby, ooh, let's get it on, yeah, yeah. Let's get it on, yeah. Let's get it on. Thank you.